Back.
Get ready, going green.
I was. You guys
I
hear me?
seen you try to hit Robert a while ago.
Yeah, I was on a phone call. All right.
Thanks a lot.
Pace car's in.
So lunch break challenge. We're live on the tubes.
Green flag, green flag.
Green, 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 green.
Inside. Clear to the bottom. Inside. Stay high. Clear to the bottom. Inside. Clear to the bottom. Inside. Stay high.
No.
Clear to the bottom.
No,
Yellow flag is out.
no.
Line up single file.
All right.
Pit road is
You missed it.
closed.
Yes,
Red dot 13,
barely.
job on.
17, honestly, that was my fault. I did not
Get up here in
expect
front
you
of
to
me.
check up that much.
Gotta wait on the 13.
Red dot 17, job on.
Gotta wait on 17. I gotta wait on 17.
Sorry about that on the start, guys. Kind of embarrassing. Not sure what happened on pedals.
Oh my goodness, that was wild. Yeah, I was.
17 spitting.
Yeah, he just kind of.
Catch stop 4, cop. Pit road is now open.
That was crazy. I saw my race flash before my eyes. I thought I was wrecked again. Ooh.
Catch stop 4, cop.
Yeah, sorry, 17. I'm
Pit
not.
road is
You were,
closed.
yeah, you checked up really hard. I just didn't expect that.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Is that Dennis?
Catch stop 4, cop.
Ashton is here for the lunch break challenge. We are live on the tubes.
Oh, somebody's mad.
Uh-oh.
What setup are you using?
I purchased Team Conti setup this week.
Uh-oh.
It's been good so far. I've been doing okay. So I would have done a lot better last night if I hadn't been a caution. I saved tires in the long run. And and I was starting to gain on some cars in front of me. I was the last car in the top split, so like it was difficult to gain I rating. But I think I was going to break even or maybe gain a few. You know, I was up in like I don't know. I was in like 17th or 16th, but I had four cars that were falling back to me like a rock, like 3/10 a lap, and I was going to pass all of them before the end of the race. And then there was a caution. And everybody went and got fresh tires, and then 2 laps later, there was a caution that destroyed my car. Like 4 or 5 cars wrecked, and I thought I made it through all of them. And the very last car bounced off the wall and came down and broke my wheel off. And I was done. Said too much damage.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
I was running up in 11th, I think.
Yeah, you were doing good.
Guy took me out. He spun me.
Yep.
Getting ready here, getting ready.
Ashton,
I seen the wall coming for my nose, so I spun it around and let the side and rear end take the impact.
I adjusted my cockpit view a little bit more to look more like
Pace
yours.
car's in.
How you liking it?
Like
Green, green, green. You're in the top 10. Outside.
That realistic feel.
Stay low. Stay low. Clear to the top. Outside. Stay low. Clear to the top. That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 26.142.
Alright, can you stop being a bitch, man?
That was your fastest lap of the session. Inside, the car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 24.752. Inside.
Well, that was a late call by my spotter. We was halfway down the backstretch. He said you got one outside.
That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 24.682.
Now, I'm tired saving, so if you're... I'm not going to try to stay in front of you or nothing. I just had to come
Hey,
down...
John, if you want to take a hot man.
I just had to come down in front of you on that exit, otherwise I would have hit the wall.
That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 24.593.
That was my fastest lap of the session.
Mine too.
Keep digging. Outside. Stay low. Clear to the top.
Got 11 cars overdriving big time.
Thank you.
No problem. I'm going for the 6 tires fall.
The leader just did a 24.879.
Ashton, I'm also trying to learn from some of your drivers' driving lessons and put them into practice.
How so?
Just your corner braking and the way you lift off the throttle different than I was. It really helped my tire wear last night on the long run.
Oh yeah.
We had like a 55 lap, 60 lap run last night, and my tire wear was really good. It was like 81, 74, something like that.
That is good.
You kick that back end over like that a couple more times and your tire wear ain't gonna be any good.
I'd say that's a fairly standard balance.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I kicked anything.
Well, you are.
If the tire wear is even, you're probably way too tight, or not pushing it
The
off.
leader just did a
Right.
25, 42, 3.
I'm
You're
falling
pulling away
back.
from
I
the
guess I
car
need to
behind.
speed
The
it
gap
up,
is
huh?
1.4 seconds. The leader just did a 20,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
339. Yellow flag is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Catch the 10 car.
Just when my tire season was starting to help.
Pass the pace car. Catch the 10 car.
Well, we can go all the way, I think.
Yeah, we can from here, I think.
Is it the 13 or something?
I don't know.
Pit road
3
is
and
now
4,
open.
I would say just try to focus on either being high or low. Like don't
Imagine that, the same guy.
don't
crying
buy into
about
running the middle
Okay.
because
Not
you're
Mikey.
yeah you're well I guess both well everybody in here because like you're not getting the benefits from running high being in the middle and you're wearing your tires more.
Okay.
Say it again now.
Like just in 3 and 4, like either commit to the yellow line or run high. Like don't fall into the middle trap.
Okay.
Pit box in 10,
Same goes for
5,
pretty much every track, to be honest.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
Some exceptions, but
95, 94.
95, 94, same.
That's it, go.
Single
95,
file. 93.
What about 1 and 2?
Catch the 10 car. Green flag, next time by. Line up on the inside. Catch the
I don't think
4
we're gonna
car.
make it from here.
It'd be close.
It show. Oh, I got 88 laps. Yeah, we can make it.
Yeah. My auto fuel calculator says we can.
Mine says I can make a board foot. It's a board foot, 144, right, Scotty?
Yep, I guess. I don't know.
Yep, I think we can. Especially if you're not if you don't keep the throttle in real deep, you should be able to make it from here pretty easy.
Getting ready here, getting ready.
I'm holding it on the floor all the way around. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I'm sitting here behind the number one team driver's car. The Area 51 Wrangler car here.
Green flag, green flag. Outside. Stay low. Stay low. Clear to the top. Outside. Clear to the top. Outside. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low. You're in fifth. Clear to the top. Outside. Stay low. Clear to the top. Outside. Stay low. Stay low. Clear to the top. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 24.474.
Ooh. And I get loose on the yellow line.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
You hit the apron.
Doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, you did.
That might have been after I got loose. I'm starting to get used to that action.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Get used to what?
Trying to stay low, 3 and 4.
Just ran my fastest lap.
Nice.
The leader just did a 25.025.
that Robert Fox guy? Is he okay, or is he hitting sometimes?
Nah, he's a good driver.
All right, good deal. He's right up on my bumper some on the exit of 1 and 2. Because he's driving a lot harder in the 1 and 2 than I am.
What's going on there, squirrel?
I'm sitting here riding, brother. Sitting here riding.
Did you copy that, Mike? He's
Yep.
riding.
Yep.
The leader just did a 25.305. The leader just did a 25.31. Okay, we're halfway to the finish.
Go ahead, Scott, right here in through.
Did you sustain damage?
No, we got sidetracked there for a minute.
25.672.
Whoa. A little too much throttle coming out of that turn.
I'll stay high, Sean. You all right? I'm sorry about that, John. I had to take a phone call and I didn't have my headset on my head.
25.743.
Don't worry.
Man. I want to change up my line in 1 and 2.
Just gotta wait on your gas.
I'm not.
Outside. Clear to the top. Outside. Clear to the top. The leader just did a 25.745.
Man, a car gets beside you, it takes the air off of you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the corner, if you're middle corner.
I don't know if there's much advantage to running the top either.
The leader just did a 26.094.
Man,
Inside. Stay high. Stay high.
Running high means you gotta be like up near the wall.
Clear to the bottom.
yeah, I know.
Inside. Stay high. Stay high. Clear to the bottom.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. I'm bad.
The leader just did a 26.164.
Thank you, Rico.
You're allowing the people behind us to catch us, Tyler.
Man.
The leader just did a 26.256.
John, you want the high line or the low line?
I'll take the high line, brother.
Okay, 10-4.
Thank you. Go low.
Stay high before you're up.
The leader just did a 26.469. Gonna go straight.
Thanks, Russ.
Yep.
Five to go to straight. It's going well. Keep at it. The leader just did a 26.301.
Go ahead, then.
Good job, Robert.
Two to go straight.
Oh, jeez.
Inside.
I'm done.
Clear to the bottom.
What'd you do?
I'm so slow, I let Robert Cox pass me.
White flag next time by a stripe.
You burnt your right rear up, huh?
Not too bad, a little bit, but not too bad.
Outside.
Just slow.
Clear to the top.
Oh, no, yeah.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 8 seconds.
I think I burnt mine up.
Doing that.
Thank you, brother.
You're losing on the car in front.
Well, that's
The
three
gap is
P4s.
Good win,
John. Good win.
seconds.
Thank you,
All right,
Scotty.
there's
Appreciate
checkered
it.
flag.
Good win.
Great job, driver.
Robert Cook. Muchas gracias.
Get ready to go out. Nice job, John. And again, I'm sorry if I got in your way earlier.
Yeah, no worries, Sean.
That was a good race, gentlemen.
Pit
Good
box in
race.
10.
Couldn't
The
catch
race
you,
is over.
Robert.
5,
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it.
3, 2, 1.
Well, I got 23 of
Right
my
here.
70, 120 I lost this week.
Not me.
That's not near enough championship points, Robert. I should have been first.
Had a really,
What are you talking- what are
really,
you
really pathetic showing.
I got 31 on that one, Scotty.
Yeah.
I raced the
Mike,
same.
you got -3. You didn't do too bad there.
Yeah, I did. It's pathetic. Last night I ran the same setup and had the same strategy, and I stayed ahead of you, and at the end I started to walk away a bit. Today, the only thing different today is I was trying to run the bottom in 3 and 4, and I sucked. And I'm not blaming the advice on running the bottom. Maybe I just don't know how to do it as well yet on the throttle or whatever. But I was so slow. Might as well just not even got my car out of the garage.
You was having trouble 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Coming out
maybe.
of 2, you was struggling. That's where you started losing traction, was coming out of 2.
I think you tried too hard in the beginning.
I think you're going back to the gas full
Way too
throttle
much.
before you get
Too soon.
straight. You can't do that.
No, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that. You can go back and go back and watch the replay on YouTube and look at my throttle traces every lap. I wasn't getting back in the throttle real
Maybe
hard.
turning too much, driving
That
the corner too
now,
fast.
that's what I
maybe?
think was happening. I think
Mikey,
I was
I
turning
had
a
to-
little too much.
Wheel.
All right, yeah, too
Mikey-
much wheel on the exit of the corners. What I think was
Mikey, I had to really race you to get around you. I had to really, really, really race you to get around you.
I did too. He didn't want to let me by either. He raced me a whole lap
Yeah, that's what he,
outside and squeezed me down. I ain't never
Really?
seen somebody squeeze so hard in my life. I couldn't believe it. He squeezed me all the way past the exit.
Were you the last tube out of toothpaste? Were you the last paste out of toothpaste? Is that what it was?
No, I was
He
making
was squeezing you,
I
huh?
was making some lemonade.
Oh, he was. Yeah, is that what it was? Squeezing some lemon? I thought you might be
Yes,
squeezing the
some
toothpaste tube or something.
He was holding tight to my door.
I tell you what, let's get that last drop out of there. Stuff expensive.
I never
Got
touched
to
your
buy
car.
any this week. We're gonna have to rip.
Oh, you
We're
didn't.
gonna have to rip open. We're gonna have to rip open the toothpaste tube to get the rest of the toothpaste.
Well,
out
he
of it.
wasn't. He wasn't the last car on the lead lap. He was next to the last car on the lead lap.
Oh, thanks.
You got to realize,
Hey,
Mikey,
you got a
you're
top
out of
10.
practice. You're out of practice too.
You got top 10.
Okay, that doesn't say much.
I got another top 5.
Strength of field was 2,000. I mean, come on.
I started 13th, finished 5th. Robert started 12th and finished 4th.
Yeah. Oh well, that's it.
Well, not just that. I had to start even further back because a lot of people got around me right away. Go ahead.
At least,
Mike was one of those that got around you right away.
at least I gained some safety rating.
Mikey wasn't that much of an effort to get around after we got a couple of laps in.
I didn't try to make an effort on Scotty. I just thought I was a little faster than him. I thought I messed up a couple laps and got loose coming out too, and that's what I thought it was. So I just ran the high line to see if he was faster or not. And then after one lap, I was like, okay, Scotty really is faster, and I just tucked in behind him and let him go. But I thought I was still a little faster. I thought I just messed up there a couple laps and let you suck in on me and get up there on me. Is why I didn't just tuck right in behind.
Well, John Vanderwall, look at that. He's a 52.99, almost a 53. Woo!
Yeah, he's up there.
All right. Well, that's it for this. I'm going to cut this live stream short.
We'll
Subscribe
talk
if you
to
haven't
them.
done so.
That was a good race.
Hit the bell icon, get you notified. Guys, see you in the next one. I'm out.
See you.